Alright, so the video I just had to do, I didn't make much progress with. I had a lot I had to do, plus I had got interrupted and something major had to go on that had to do, and well, you know, I think there's a room I have missed in this place. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I'll be right back. You know, one thing I have to say is, I don't really care. Now that may seem unsensitive, but I don't care if people get PS5s. I don't even care for the unit itself. If by the time that I ever get one, I don't think I ever will in this lifetime, because too many things. I mean, yeah, I believe it might be a possibility someday if things change. But then again, by the time I even get PS5, it'd be too late. They probably would have stopped supporting that and moved on to PlayStation 7. Because yes, they were already talking about PS6 a long time ago. And it never occurred to a lot of people, what about the rest of the PlayStations, right? Well, you know, that's exactly what happened. They started already doing development. This was before even PlayStation 3 was a thing. And then they went on and I guess they were still in development of doing this. And one of the things I do not like ever is when a video starts up with somebody already laughing and you don't even know what the hell they're laughing about. A lot of times the damn title doesn't do jack squat. Honestly, what is so funny? Oh, okay, and then when it played again, it says something about when you're married to a forgetful man on Mother's Day. I don't find that hilarious. I mean, alright, maybe some people might find a little bit of humor in that, but I don't. And another thing I don't get is this whole idea about, okay, what was it, a long time ago, how people should stop making videos about where you're going out there and helping out the homeless. And here's the problem with that scenario. It's still continued. There's still people going out there where they get bunches of views just to go out there and help somebody who doesn't have a home, who's sitting out there starving, and they're still making videos. Whether they're on the camera or not. They're over there giving people money. What happened now? And they're also giving people, food, beer, stuff like that, making sure they got a blanket. I see no problem with what they're doing. Actually, I don't even care that they're making a video. But it's like, the biggest thing about it was just to be a good Samaritan, just to prove that you're doing what you can. Even if I was doing that, I would not do that on the damn camera. I'm not rich. I don't have enough money coming in to go feed every person on the street. I can barely afford to feed myself. And what's worse about my situation is I still somehow managed to share some of my food with my family. What does that tell you? Probably tells you nothing. And I hate when people say that too. Like, doesn't that tell you? No, it doesn't tell me crap. And I try to explain it to somebody, she's like, it should tell you. No, it doesn't tell me anything. What do I gotta do to get that through your thick skull? Anyway, what it should tell you, because I'm gonna tell you what it is that I cannot afford to go out there and go giving everybody something. Every now and again, yeah, I might help somebody out, and I might even give somebody something. Every now and again. And another thing is, they're not taking care of everybody. They're only doing one individual whenever they randomly feel like making a video. Okay. So, in the meantime, I have no problem with it. I really don't. I don't see the problem. They're helping someone out on the road who's probably not looking for a handout, but here you go. Here's a hat, here's a drink, here's some beer, here's a blanket. Oh, and might even get them a home. So they're not homeless. In the meantime, I'll be right back. You know what I've learned? I thought that it would be better, and it was being better. And then I thought, well, okay, maybe I should cut back just a little bit on the timing. And it does. Even though I've had like less time and it still wasn't done. I was like, what? I guess you just gotta find the right perfect timing for everything to get cooked the way it's supposed to be. Like with Rayburn sandwiches, probably the most you should do is at least a minute and about 30 seconds. That's it. No more. Otherwise it makes the bread too tough. And then when it comes to like Hungry Man dinners, stuff like that, no more than maybe 6.5 or 6, almost 7 minutes, or some of them probably around 4, maybe 5 minutes, like that, close to, you know. Instead of waiting and putting another couple minutes, I'm not gonna do that crap. You know. Yeah, no, it's more lazier to sit there and do that, and then instead of having to just kind of let it get done, because when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I want it done now. I'm not gonna wait. It's like, okay, you know, okay, when you order from a restaurant, you really think that they take the time to just kind of pull it out and then put it back in for another 30 minutes or so? No, they don't. Anytime a restaurant is doing that, well, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. But it's also considered a bad thing. And it's not really a bad thing for a restaurant to microwave food. It's really not. It's not against the law. However, you have to make sure that the food comes out good. Otherwise, people are going to be bitching left and right. And once you get enough bitching and get someone in there as a food critic, and even if that doesn't work, yeah, you know, and yeah, food critics can have you shut down. Yeah, by law. But as long as the food tastes all right and everything, you know, whatever. And yeah, there is a such thing as having microwave food in a restaurant that's pretty dadgum good. Not always, with everything, but a lot of it, yes. So, if you're thinking, well, you know, maybe I should just microwave it, all of this. It all comes out good because Chef Mikey wants to do it. What the hell is Chef Mikey? Yeah, I hate those things. I don't know why they're there, or what the hell they're trying to prove and, you know, protect. But it's crazy that you can't get through without, you know, being knocked by them. You know. But you gotta be careful. Oh, that's nice, but that's a random thing. Damn it, why did you... That thing just literally dragged me into it? That was stupid. Means I gotta go back all the way over here and go get healed up just so I can go get in there. That's never happened. I mean, like, literally, that's gotta be a glitch. I'm sitting there looking at it right there. Yeah, I know, it's an easy, cheap way to get it healed up, but I don't care. I'd rather do this than go and, you know, be whatever. So, I guess what I'll have to do... Look at that, that's completely random. There. Die, you piece of crap. God. Ugh. Can't believe we had to fight those things every time. You know, the bad thing, this is why they should make it so you can make an easy enough portal to get over here if you want to bypass it since you've already been over here. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be great if they did that? But no, of course not. Just so you know. Boom. Uh-oh. There's nothing in there. What do I do? Absolutely nothing. Should I really care? No. You shouldn't. Why not? Well, because it's just nothing to worry about. Yeah, so we're down on arrows. I don't really care. I mean, easily enough, the bosses that we had to fight are not going to be hard to fight. One of them, you'll know from before, because we actually have to do them in order. But again, unlike in the beginning, it didn't really matter. I like how this is now functioning now. But let me think here. So if I go this way, I go this way. Then I go back out. And then, yeah, by the way, you can lift this up and throw it. See, that's why you have to have a Takina Samaria. Without it, you know. Oh, hell no! And that's exactly why I don't like that room. I just got captured by the hand. Alright, we're not gonna go that way. No. No. We are gonna go this way. Because the hell with that room. We're just gonna go this way, this way. Okay. What I hate is when you have to constantly fight things. So if I go this way, so even if you want to go that way, you gotta go this way. Yeah, alright. Now you should know by now what to do here. Yeah, I got the map. Now I can pinpoint crap in this world. Now we don't need to come back in here. So now that we have the map, it's the map, it's the map, I'm the map. Okay. Alright, so you probably might not remember this, but this is one of those cases you actually have to do this. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do that. Alright, and now, and again, if you're wondering, yeah, you gotta, well, you don't have to do that. Stupid, disgusting fly. So, you actually have to do this. Yeah. No, I did that wrong, sorry. Can't put it in the middle. Oh! Okay. Okay. Let's see if that happens to work. There we go. Oh well, I wasted a bunch of bombs. Doesn't really matter. Now, the thing about the boss gauntlet, I'm just going to tell you right now, is actually going to be really not as bad as you think it might be. So, now what we got to do now, you haven't guessed it already, we got to do this. Alright. And now that should dissipate my thing. Always remember, those things are not something you want to face. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a block in here. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about that guy. I do want to go in there and find out what's in that chest, that pot. We got a blasted key. Now, let me think here. I'm actually going to save state to 3. Okay. I don't remember which one we're supposed to go into. But like I said, there's going to be a lot of these. One of them is going to lead us to a chest that we can't get to because we don't have the key for it. Yep, and it's gonna be something extra special. So this is where we need to be. However, that's what's good about having this sword. You can actually push them. Well, actually, any sword would be good. Push them back. Okay. Nice. We got a maximum of that. Now we can come over here. Now this room here is especially dangerous. You know, that thing is standing on an invisible road. I like how this sword can destroy that thing. That's pretty good. Now this is the place that has... Oh, I thought there was a warp there. In order to get to it, you have to come back through them stairs. So... yeah, we gotta have the big key. Now, I think if I remember correctly, we have to do... yeah, okay, this part is going to be extra difficult because you're gonna be doing what they call Esther, because this is not a very memorable thing. So it's also to open that door. Yeah. Okay, so we want to go this way. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be using this a lot. Now I gotta move. I gotta do this again. Probably would have been wise of me to bring a bottle of magic, but I didn't. This is very hard to remember. Yeah, okay, we want to actually go this way. And we want to see if we can't pound this guy. There we go. That helps out. So now I gotta do it again. Yeah, unfortunately this does not take care of business here. So if you know the bridge, you can get so far, and then you're gonna be able to do it again. It's probably why they let you use ether in that cave, so you can get, you know, practicing with this, but that would take a lot less thing. So what we want to do here, oh yeah, okay, so we want to take care of business here. And we you're starting to really bug me. Alright, you're really starting to really test my patience here. Probably should have gone with one thing. I don't care about that. I'm guessing I need to do this. Move out of my way. Things. There we go. Now let's see what this goes to. Ah, now this might look familiar. This is one of the boss gauntlets. So remember this. You remember how I said you don't have to use the arrows? Well, keep that in mind. I mean, the arrows are probably more effective for the red guy that comes out. So yeah, this is like the second round. This kind of reminds me of another game that had it, but it was actually not like this game. So there was supposed to be that, but it never actually happened. So by the time that they got to the finish, this is what I did not know until years later about the what do you call it? The boss gauntlet. Is that supposed to be okay. So if I go this way, I don't like that there's ice in here. However, if we decide to go back out again, we'll have to fight them again. So if I remember correctly, ah, yes. We can get ourselves some fairies here if we need it. I don't need it. So I'm actually going to load that state. I think here. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's see what happens if I go this way, because we don't need the fairies. Yeah. Oh, yes! Yes! You got the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. Yeah. Okay, so that is what I should have done anyway. Yeah. Okay. So just get it out of the way, because I'm not coming back here. So the good thing is that we can skip out on a lot. And that's if we had to actually we didn't get the master key. However, there are some bosses we're going to have to probably reface. I don't know yet. So now we can take care of this, and yeah, let's get the hell out of here. So I think if we go up these stairs, hopefully it leads to where we need to go. Yes! And this is the final treasure in the game. Well, the true final one of equipment. You found the red maul. This provides even better protection than the blue and green maul, which is wait. Hell yeah, we have the ultimate equipment in the entire game. Now, the true final one, I'm just going to tell you, is going to be the Triforce, which pretty much is the one that we need. So, now we can skip out on a lot. But there is still the matter of the compass. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. But for now, we can actually get the hell out of Dodge here, so we need to. And I'm going to go. And at least we don't have to fight them now. However, I should go ahead and go upstairs and unlock that one door, so I can move on. You know, because there's a lot of rooms we need to go through, I think. And I know exactly where the boss is, just so you know. I mean, I should say the main boss. Now, I'm not going to tell you where Ganon is. I don't know where he's at. I have no idea. Even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. That's a spoiler. I mean, there's already enough spoilers as it is. I'm not really worried that if I lose this magic here, because we're going to leave anyway. I hate that. It's one thing that's very terrible about this. Oh. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot you had to push a block. I'm an idiot. There we go. I forgot about that. So we don't... Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Why am I getting stuck? There we go. Now, oh my god. Okay. Now remember, you have to make use of this. It's too bad they don't have two of these. As far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I lost hearts. I mean, at least we can do now is also protect ourselves against those beams with this shield. Okay, so... We're better than that now. Never mind, let's get the hell out of here. Yep. Now you had to fight that, but I'm not worried about it. Ah, yes, we need to fight that guy. So. But I went ahead and did that, so we went ahead and did that, and now we can get the hell out of Dodge, because we need to go get some rupees and stuff. So, hell out of here. We've done all that we can for the dungeon for now, and I hate that I have to do this, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of the dark world here. And the reason why I don't like to have to do it this way, because I couldn't be able to get back to my portal anyway. The only reason why I would even do that, again, is if I need to go back into the tower. That's what they call it, was Tower of Hera. I don't think they actually said the name, and if they did, I'm not sure where it says it at, the Tower of Hera. But that's what the name of the place is called. I did not know that. There's actually, it was a book that came with the game that tells you about it, about the places. But because in the game, you'll find that a lot of the places will not be actually mentioned or named. They'll just say, you know, for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and go over here. And I am also going to show you something pretty cool before we actually close out this video. Because, you know, like I said, I like to always be prepared no matter what. So, it's not as cool, I guess, as most things, but, I mean, the Blue Mall was pretty cool in itself, you know. I definitely would have said so. But so was the Green Mall. The Red Mall is even cooler, not because it's, like, better than green or anything, but as far as, like, protection goes, I would say that appearance-wise, probably not. But, you know, still. I would say my most favorite ranger for a leading ranger would have been red anyway. So, you know, and I can't tell you because people will disagree with me on this, so I'm not going to bother to say anything about who was leading what. You know, because honestly, when you think about what it meant for the Rangers, because yeah, I wouldn't say I totally grew up on it or anything like that specifically, but I grew up on enough of it that I would watch it before, like before I went to school and all that kind of stuff. Even though there was quite a bit of it, I missed out on, didn't even know it was there. And this is actually the old series before they came out with more newer stuff. It was still part of the old kind of way of Power Rangers. It kind of led up until they started doing even more. It had nothing to do with how the franchise was built upon when they had it from the Zordon phase. They did that all the way up to Lost Galaxy and, you know, what was it now? I forget. Not Mystic Rangers, no. I did watch the show. I thought it was kind of crazy, but I think it was like after that, and I also watched Lightspeed. Eventually, I did stop watching it, but you know, Lightspeed and all that kind of sort of did it based off of the whole Zordon thing. You know, based off of that, yeah, but you know. What's going on? I'll be right back. Oh, they're here. So now they're cutting them on. It's pretty amazing. So things have kind of quieted down as far as having to do a bunch of other stuff, and that's pretty good, I would say, because right now we're in a position that we can't do a whole lot, but like, you know, getting the grass kind of taken care of like it should be done. You know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, pretty much, you know, say that's definitely a good thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and, did I already go in here? Alright, I did that. I'm still grateful for this sword that I can one-shot these guys. We don't know, I don't really need to, but it's whatever. I could have taken the damage and just went on, but I didn't really want to. I already have too much damage as it is. So. What's crazy as well is that some other things I can't talk about legally, but you know, it's just I mean, you know, the system. Come on, dude. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I appreciate all the views I'm getting. You know, I really do appreciate all the views I do get. I've always been grateful for that. Never would have thought I would ever made it as far as I did, you know. Never even thought I would even have that many subscribers I've gotten over the many years I've even been doing YouTube. I wouldn't exactly say it's kind of an anniversary because I haven't been doing it as long as many other people have. But I've been doing YouTube in total, on and off, and then for like, you know, like for the straight, maybe about like 20 to 30 years now, maybe. Because YouTube to me is pretty cool. I like being here, but I also hate it for the things I can't be grateful for. But it's all right. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna bitch and moan like I probably should be doing, but I'm not going to. Because what would it accomplish is absolutely nothing. Because for years people have complained about it and it still hasn't changed. It's the very idea to do with how the game should be basically represented, all the games we have. We don't necessarily need to have music, I would say, in the background. It's not anything associated with the game itself. But it would be nice to be able to hear the game without somebody's outright, you know, doing the thing going, how dare you want to listen to music that you actually enjoy? How dare you let other people enjoy and sample the same music they could be doing in person? I mean, my God. Anyway, no, I'm not complaining. Not me, bro. I'm not complaining at all. Why would I ever complain about that? I mean, even though it's stupid and it's not right, it's not fair. Because, I mean, you know, honestly, I don't really need the music in the background. Although I wouldn't mind listening it in the background that wasn't anything to do with this. I wouldn't mind you guys listening to it, but I can't, you know, say that we really need it for this. No. But it would help me keep motivated because I don't like repetitive music. You know, like, in other words, I don't like it to repeat itself almost constantly and start over constantly and stuff like that. But otherwise, the music in itself in general is very good. Awesome. I love it. It's fantastic. It's always how I feel about repetitive music. I mean, to be fair, I don't even like to listen to the same songs I've heard like over 10 million times. You know, but even then, I don't, at the same time, I do not like the idea that, you know, I would have to, you know, skip to another thing, and it's not even part of my playlist. That's the one thing I don't like about YouTube. You know, it used to be like you would just constantly go over and over and over, and I'm like, that part I like, you know. You know, that's fine and dandy, but even though I can only take so much of it, I still don't want it to go into somebody else's playlist. I don't care. It's not my playlist. Then all of a sudden I'd be listening to somebody else doing something. I'm like, what? Get me out of here. Go. Nobody needs that horse baloney, you know? Because literally, you're talking about doing something that I don't want to do. The thing is, I would love to have shown off that glitch that happened many moons ago, but I don't know how to activate it. It's one thing that, and I know I didn't dream this up. It was more real than you would think. What had happened is I fell down into that hole by over there, you can get a ferry, by the graveyard. One that actually can heal you, not one that you can capture, you know. And I wound up being, I didn't even know where I was at. All I know is I found a bunch of rupees. It's a secret place that apparently it's not accessible, and to even even get to it is it's hard because you don't know how to activate it. So I know I'm not going to waste my time looking it up. I might eventually someday when I get around to doing it, because I want to eventually find out how how it's even possible to trigger it. Because I know that I didn't do anything special to do it, but it just happened. So, anyway. So this is what I'm going to show you right now. So let's go ahead and save and quit. Now, isn't that pretty freaking awesome? This actually looks way better than this, doesn't it? I could even erase that character and put that... I can even copy it over that. Well, used to be able to do that. I don't know, I might have to erase it to do it, but I don't want to do that. I like it where it's at. You know, this is one of the reasons why I like games like this, because you can have more than... you know, more than one person on there. You know, like if you decide to do like a deal and you don't want to save over that one, or if you decide that you want another person or a family member in there, or something like that, for the old sake of nostalgic, because in honor of them being able to do the game, even though that beating the true final boss of the game doesn't really mean that it saved it. Some games do that, but not many actually were capable of doing that. It just meant that you had to go and do it again. So it did. And once you beat the boss, you get the whole thing, you get to see where it pops up with a bunch of credits, and then something about the score system. So I'm going to say this once again. If you're looking to improve the score system, don't bother. It's a waste of time. All you can do is go with whatever it gives you. That's how I look at it, because to me, having a score system is fine and dandy, but at the end, if I don't know how to improve it, if there's not really even a reason to do it, then what's the point? Actually, even at all, generally, I mean, I don't know what the hell the point would be. It's not like I'm going to unlock some fancy-dancy new weapon or something like that, like you could in Resident Evil. So that was one of the things about Resident Evil. Up until, I believe, Resident Evil 5 was when they stopped doing that. You could actually, what you would do is you'd buy the weapons. Resident Evil 4 was that way, and then they stopped doing that altogether. And what came with 5 as well is that if you cared about your score, you didn't have to worry about using a first aid spray. So, or because even though that you don't really have to worry about unlocking anything, I don't know, maybe it was to unlock unlimited ammo or something. Because you could do that, or you can cheat to get it. You know. The difference is that if you get unlimited ammo, like when you unlock it, you can actually still pick up ammunition, which is pretty good, I would say so. Unlike if you cheat, you couldn't do that. I mean, sometimes you can, depending on the device or game or I mean by device I mean like weapon. Other than that, yeah, I mean, if today was your birthday, well, happy late birthday, because by the time this comes out, that's the way things go. Because today, as of Thursday, May the 18th, the year 2023, happy late birthday, especially your anniversary, happy anniversary. By the time this comes out, well then, happy birthday, anniversary. And, you know, I hope you guys enjoy this, or continue to enjoy the content that I provide, because I will have something else eventually. I don't know what it will be right now. I have some plans, some ideas, but I haven't really contemplated yet on what I've decided that ultimately is going to be here yet. a lot of the majority of it is going to be kept off of YouTube. Because it's too hard to do it as it is without the music kind of helping out. So, and I can do it for the most part, some games, whatever, but a lot of it just ain't the same without it. I know that may not make sense to you, but it's just the way I can do it. I don't like to play it like this, but if I had to, I'm only going to choose the games that I could absolutely do without music if I have to. Even though it's way more, and always will be, enjoyable, because that's the way to fully enjoy it, even without me talking. You know, completely and utterly. Music, sound, everything. Well, actually, the sounds they don't really care about. It's more of the music, and I can't do anything about it without, you know, canceling out the sound. So, because I can't just like turn off the music. It doesn't happen that way. So, I believe you can on PC. I don't know about 10, because 10 is a little bit different. That's what the thing about 10 is. 10 has always been an atrocious right pain in the butt. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, later.